Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Tyrone back with Tech Life, and this is my 2023 crazy predictions and speculations video for Verizon. So, I'm going to state a fact from this article. Verizon is going to report fourth quarter earnings January 24th, 2023. So, we're going to be tuned in for that, right? Even if they post somewhat positive numbers on consumer side, it's not going to be anything groundbreaking that's going to lead us to believe like, oh snap, the turnaround is happening, right? If they come out and they say they grew 15,000 positive subs, that's very small, right? That's a very small scale, so no sign of change there. So my 2023 predictions: Hans is going to get fired. That's the first and probably the biggest speculation and prediction that I have. And of course, publicly, that corporate talk, they're not going to say he's getting fired. There's going to say he steps down or he's going to retire, or they're going to find some weird corporate speak to let him off easy. When I think he's been the main reason of where Verizon is today, starting with Verizon 2.0 and him not bringing the morale, allowing everyone to have impact. Him just being the yes man. I want it like this, and I don't care what you think or say. So that's a big prediction of mine. Hans gets fired in 2023, and then the company moves on from that. Right? They get a predecessor. And then we'll see the new leadership or the new CEO where they take Verizon and in what direction. Right? So that's one. Two, crazy prediction, speculation. Verizon brings pricing across all of their plans in line with T-Mobile and include taxes and fees. Keep everything the same. They just bring the pricing down to match T-Mobile's on all of T-Mobile's Magenta pricing, Magenta Max, regular Magenta. They bring the pricing down and they include taxes and fees. They don't offer free lines at the same scale as T-Mobile, but I think they, crazy prediction speculation, they bring pricing within the range of T-Mobile and they finally compete, right? And if you look at Verizon and them being stubborn, right? Just look at sports. Look at any sport. If you have the best players and you don't compete, right? And Verizon has the best network assets and the best network. You don't compete, you lose. And that's what's happening with Verizon. They're not competing and they're losing. It's very simple. So that's a prediction of mine. They bring pricing in line with T-Mobile. And then some, crazy prediction. This is probably just, and I'm going to probably say that about AT&T too, but this is just some probably more off the wall type of speculation, super far reach. But I think Verizon purchases a fiber player. I think Verizon realizes that they need to expand that Fios footprint a bit further than, just going at it with fixed wireless access. And I think they may go after Frontier, Google Fiber potentially, Altice, whoever's a big fiber player with some decent scale. They try to go buy them for two purposes, right? One, for fiber to the cell, right? Fiber to the cell site, because they're at 50% footprint now, but they want to eventually get to 60 and 70%. And buying up another fiber provider's footprint is far easier than having to deploy it all from zero, right? From scratch. And Verizon has been very vocal that they would like to expand that footprint. And of course, they have not made anything official about, going through a purchase on the M&A side. But me speculating, throwing that in there, I think they go buy somebody. I think they go buy Frontier or one of those fiber players. And even if they don't have fiber across that entire footprint, there's already something established there that Verizon can upgrade, right? That's, in some cases, even that's more simpler. If that company already has the right of way, for example, right, they go in and they upgrade the structure, whatever. It's oftentimes harder to go in brand new to a city, be like, hey, this is one fiber. I need the right of way. They got to go through it with the city, and some cities don't allow sidewalks to be dug up every year. So let's say this year so and so already did it. So Verizon may have to sit out a whole year until they can dig and lay fiber. So that's what I predict, to expand that owner economics. Why not do FiOS and then, build more fiber to the cell sites? And another prediction, and I already made a video about this anyway, but Plus Play is going to fail. They're going to get rid of that, close it up. It's not going to. I think it'll at least make it commercially, like to where everyone has access to it versus just the beta. But they closed that up, and I'll just add some more spice to that prediction. I think it's going to be done by the end of 2023. End of 2023, we will not hear a single thing about Plus Play from Verizon. It's done. I manage, for example, I very, very simply, very effectively manage my subscriptions through my Apple ID. And it's very convenient, no issue. I don't need another platform to move that to. It's an inconvenience to do so, in my opinion. And I don't think it'll have much traction. To where, like I said, I think 2023 Verizon, they just go ahead and scrap that, and then they move on from that. Sort of like what T-Vision did when they moved everyone to YouTube TV or Philo, I believe. So let me know your predictions in the comment section down below. Just wanted to throw these out there. I know some of them are crazy. Actually, thinking about it, the fiber purchasing Frontier or somebody like that to expand their fiber to the cell, fiber to the home, may make sense if you really sit there, think about it, break it down, and write it down. Right, it makes sense. It might be cheaper to buy that company versus doing it from scratch, having to get the right of way, finding contractors, and all that good stuff. So just kind of putting that out there as a speculation prediction. Again, none of that is official. We don't know if that'll happen. Just putting it out there. So let me know what you think about that in the comment section down below. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe to the channel. Follow my social media outlets. You guys have a happy new year. I'll see y'all next year. Peace.